Hey guys, Master here, coming with a quick review for Tearaway for you guys, which I both got and completed yesterday. Did an unboxing of it if you guys want to check that out. Yeah, we can't see it, oh well. So yeah, anyways guys, just to let you know, I went into this game with like no expectations at all. Because I'm not a fan of Medium Molecule. I played Little Big Planet 2 for about, I'd say going on an hour, and I found it boring as shit. However, this I have to say, I enjoyed a hell of a lot more. Let's get into the gameplay. First of all, the gameplay, let's be fair, is pretty much just a load of gimmicks chucked together. However, the way they chuck it together is actually really well done, and it's full of gimmicks, but they're fun gimmicks. You know, it's entertaining the whole time you're playing. And yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it, and I had this urge to just like keep playing. I didn't want to put it down until I got to like close to the very end, because when it gets close to the very end, there's this just random difficulty spike, which it's so out of place and so retardedly done. I mean, because they start using cheap tactics just to like up the difficulty, because I don't know why, but as soon as they chuck into the tilt controls, the game turns retardedly stupid, because they basically tell you, alright, so you've got to play the game, and here's the right, you've got to tilt it like that, okay, so it's facing that way. So then you're just trying to, you know, play it like that, and at that point you might as well be handed the fucking thing to a blind kid. You know, I mean, how the fuck are you meant to play the right when it's on the like angle like that, you know? But you have to tilt it that way so that the fucking blocks fall into place so you can walk on them. That part became retarded, and that was the main reason the gameplay was not as good as I was going. It's not going to get as good a score as I was originally going to give it. There are another two things I need to take into account in this case as well, as I came across two game breaking glitches while playing. Number one, there's a part where you have to suck up some balls and then throw them at some targets. And there's 3 targets, and you get 2 balls, but as soon as you throw one, and the other one gets chucked back into the place, and you know, just continue like that. I chucked the 2, hit the targets, and the 3rd ball did not appear, so I had to restart the level again and do it from scratch. And that was only a subtle annoyance, because you know it's fairly near the start of the level where that actually happens, but it's still an annoyance nonetheless. The other glitch I have to mention is right at the end, you know, like what happens just before the game ends. Because you have to roll into this, let's call it, what shall I call it? Roll into an unknown area, okay? They just put it that way. You have to roll into an unknown area, and the background just keeps fading out until you get there. I got through that twice. And it counted as a death. It counted it as a death and restarted me at the start of that checkpoint, which was really fucking annoying. The only time it worked 3rd time was I paused the game, put it on standby, left it on standby for about 10 minutes, took it off standby, unpaused it, continued playing, and it worked. So yeah, 2 game breaking glitches and really cheap deaths and cheap ways to kill you at the end are holding it back. Another thing that may discourage some people is you can't die in the game. It's impossible to die. If you get hit a certain amount of times, then your character will just turn into bits of paper, crumpled up bits of paper, and float back to a checkpoint and then rebuild itself, and then you just continue with nothing that you've already done being taken away from you. In other words, if you've made a bridge with your fingers, and then you got killed at that point, and you've done that after a checkpoint, and then you get killed and you get taken back to that checkpoint, the bridge is still going to be there, for instance, you know, because it doesn't actually kill you, it just brushes you over brushes you further away from where you would want to be, I guess, is the best way of putting it. So yeah, you can't technically die in the game. And overall guys, I would have given this game gameplay wise a 9 because of how innovative and fun the gimmicks are in the game. but because of the difficulty, the retarded difficulty spike towards the end, and the 2 game-breaking glitches which I have to take into account, I'm going to have to give the gameplay of the game an 8 out of 10. Still high, but it's not as good as I want to give it. Okay, so the storyline of the game is pretty bad, I would say. I mean, there's parts of it which are okay, and parts of it which are good for a game, you know, parts of it which you wouldn't expect to see in an, you know, average game. I mean, parts of the story are better than you'd see in an average game, is what I'm trying to say. But for the most part, the storyline, it's a bit wishy-washy. It's not too... it's just not too good, really. The storyline of this game ain't really that great. I mean, to rate the storyline, I'll probably give it a 6 because it's decent for a video game, but story-wise in general, it's not that great. The characters are, well, I don't know, kids are going to love these fucking characters. Kids are going to absolutely fucking love them. If you're not a kid, then, I don't know, you won't give a shit about them, really. I didn't really give a shit about any of the characters in the game, but, yeah, if you're a kid, you may do. So characters, I don't know, in my opinion, I'll give them a 5. What else is there to mention? I guess the graphics, and for the most part the graphics were really good, considering it's running on Vita. I mean, some of the stuff the game is capable of doing, I would not have expected to happen on Vita, so graphics, I would actually say, are really good. It's not just like how good it looks, because it looks decent. It doesn't look amazing, but it looks really good. I mean, but there's still better looking games on the Vita, I guess. Uncharted or Killzone Mercenary, but the way in which the graphics are used, the graphic capabilities are used in the game, is pretty well done, and because of that, I'll give the graphics I'll give them an 8. And overall, guys, I would actually say this is my favourite game on the Vita that I've ever played, and it was the cheapest one I've ever bought, so there that is. And I would actually give the game overall, I'll give it an 8, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. Finally, something that's beaten Uncharted as the best game on the Vita. It's way better than Killzone, which I never expected, and it's better than all the other games I've played on Vita. So yeah. Anyways, guys, that's a quick review of Tearaway. See you in the next video. No idea what it be. Well, I've got an idea what it'll be, but I'm not sure if it'll be that or not. So anyways, that's Master 50 signing out.